Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Call Halimla, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadosh. All praises be to the Most High, Yahweh, in the name of His Son and our Lord and Savior, Yahushua. Much respect and honor to the brothers that are doing the work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and freedom to do so, pushing this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, and double honor and respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Coming back at you with another lesson, a reality check. We go into what's happening around the world today and what we are witnessing firsthand, real time. There's a few photos that I want to show you, and many of you have seen the new reader that I have, Brother Zahar Yahawada. So he shared with me some photos. And why are the pictures important? Well, first of all, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So what we're seeing in the earth today is people are beginning to realize that a criminal is at the helm. A criminal is ruling over the world. An illegitimate leader that has taken the earth unrighteously. So when the Israelites are waking up and are proclaiming that we are the people of the book, it's creating a rift. It's creating a shift in the power brokers, the stockbrokers, the Lord's people against the wicked Edomites. So this is creating friction and tension. So the earth right now is feeling this tension. For example, how many have ever looked at a boxing promoter? So this boxer promoter will tell you on the right hand, I have Jacob. He lost the throne for being disobedient, rebellious. He proclaims to be the son of the living God. He fell around 70 AD when the Romans took down Jerusalem. Now he's standing out in the face of those that have afflicted him, oppressed him. So this boxing promoter, the prophets are doing that. And in the left-hand corner, left hand means sinister, wicked. In the other corner, we have a savage, hairy Neanderthal, an imposter that stole the throne, stole the gold belt, so to speak. So the boxing promoters are the prophets, charmers that are stirring up controversy. So everybody's excited for the grand finale, for the two opposing forces to collide, to come to a head. On the right hand, righteous, you have Jacob, and on the left hand corner, you have Esau, the devil. So we're seeing the heat get stirred up. Controversy, drama. The Lord loves drama. I hate to say it, but he does. He stirs up controversy. He stirs up an adversary. If not, it would be a boring movie. So we're seeing things heat up. We're seeing Jacob becoming more and more hungry to take the kingdom. We're seeing Esau become more and more desperate to preserve what he stole. So in order to do that, he has to create artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. He has to create a birthright that he never earned, that he never gained. So in order to preserve his kingdom, or in order to extend longevity, he's creating artificialities, technology, signs and wonders to plug everybody in to an existing grid. So now he has to keep what he stole by force. I mean, think back 30 years ago. We all thought that he was the people, the Edomites. So there was no friction. Everything was all good. We sat back as good, happy slaves. There was no protest that we're the people. No prophecies going out, not in the volume that is going out now. Not to take away from what the elders and the apostles did before us, but now what we see is the boxing promoters, the prophets, have stepped up the trumpet, the promotion, so to speak, of this great head. The two opposing forces beginning to clash. So now the drama is exaggerated. It's going out on amps. So now you got large speakers of the prophets prophesying the downfall of Edomites and that they are the wicked, proclaiming the end of their reign of terror. So they got to give up the belt, you see, and they don't want to give up the title. So they knocked out Jacob in the first round in 70 AD. So the Israelites they fled into Africa through the Atlas Mountains. So that's being proclaimed. We got knocked out. We got knocked out. So now we're trying to reestablish our dignity and our claim to fame and take the title, take the belt. Because Esau is beating his little monkey chest right now, that he's the greatest, but he stole it. He was going to lose, so he stole it by theft, treachery, biting us behind the ear, so to speak, or hitting below the belt. You see? So now the boxing promoters are out, telling you that the two opposing forces, the caveman in the left-hand corner, the righteous kings up and coming in the right-hand side of the ring, are beginning to rise up and are going to come to a head. Let me show some pictures. So we are showing who we are. And these were given by Brother Zahar Yahawada. This is us. We are the people described as the greatest people on earth in Deuteronomy 7 and 6. The rightful title owners, the owners of the belt, the heavyweight champions of the world. So this is our forefathers. So what is this creating? Lack of faith, lack of trust in the current title owners that stole the title by deceit. So Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the patriarchs, the royal priesthoods, the nobles, our forefathers are back and laying our claim to fame, to reestablish the nobility on the earth. So that the people are uprising, uproars of the people, knowing now that an illegitimate government and leadership has been established on false premises, false promises. A wicked bloodline. So this is creating a controversy. It's creating a spirit of rebellion. They showed us in the cartoon Lion King. The spirit of rebellion is circulating throughout the earth. So we are the people of the great book, so to speak. The people of the promises. a holy people, a royal priesthood, a noble bloodline, are reclaiming the rightful heirs of the inheritance of the kingdom to come. So all these images were whitewashed. So now what they have to do, since the true face of the kings are being revealed, they got to force feed everyone with this digital currency, an invasive procedure, collapse the current monetary system, and promote a intrusive procedure where everyone is literally plugged in or linked in to the digital grid network, occupied by force, because the true rulers are being hidden, the hidden ones. So these images were whitewashed during the Renaissance or rebirth around 1453. Now they're being promoted. The promoters, the boxing promoters, the prophets, the charmers, are now resurrecting the true image of the rulers of the kingdom. So this is Yahushua. This is Yahushua that was crucified. This is Peter. When Yahushua was able to cause him to walk on water. So now you have a imbalance in the universe, a universal imbalance. And this image is from 1547, shortly after the Renaissance came in early 1500. This is the Messiah. So now you have a universal imbalance on the earth today. So the Spirit of the Lord is setting things up back into balance. I want to show you this. This is Yahushua. So this is Yahushua, his true image. And once again, this was given to me by Brother Zahar Yahawada, my new reader that joined me about a month ago. The true image of the Messiah, right here. I'm going to read verse 93. I'm going to go on to page 93. One moment. Okay, right here. It says, the black presence in the Gospel of Mark. Page 93. The affirmation of the so-called black presence in biblical history is critical so that all people will know the truth of history, and so that people of color in particular can reclaim their past so that they may function more effectively today. See? So this is the book, Gospel of Mark. Well, not Gospel of Mark, but it's a book, Yahushua. It was called Jebus, but he crossed that out and put Yahushua on there. Let me keep reading. The affirmation of the so-called black presence in biblical history is so critical that all people will know the truth of history, and so that people of color in particular can reclaim their past so that they may function more effectively today. So everything has been whitewashed. So dark skin and people of color are hated, despised, told that we are 3/5 of a man, inferior, weak, nothing, slaves. See, the location of Palestine in the northeast quarter of Africa, bordering Asia, presumes a black presence. Now we know that we're so-called black. We're not the color of a Crayola crayon. But that region in that particular time that particular region during a particular time in history was primarily dark skinned, well over 95%. The location of Palestine in the northeast quarter of Africa, bordering Asia, presumes a black presence. Anthropologists state that this area was originally populated by those who migrated from Africa between 5,000 and 2,500 BC. There has been a continuous presence of people of Hamitic and Semitic roots since that time, though by the time of the New Testament, some Greeks and Romans were added to the population. And the original Greeks and Romans were the people of the Minoans and the Etruscans, the dark-skinned races of the people of Japheth or Japheth. Japheth means he is multiplied. Japheth. So under Alexander the Greek, the so-called Macedonian conquered those lands of the sons of Japheth, and under the Medo-Persians took them down. So the original Greeks are a conquered people, the modern-day Samoans, the modern-day people of the Fiji Islands, and that land called the Tonga, the Tonga Islands, Fiji Islands, and some of the people of Hawaii. And you also have a lot of people of Japheth in the land of Mexico and Central America. But we still have a large contingent of Issachar Israelites in that land as well. But he is enlarged, Japheth. So you also have a large population of Japheth in Australia and Guam. Let's keep going. Anthropologists state that this area was originally populated by those who migrated from Africa sometime between 5,000 and 2,500 BC. There has been a continuous presence of people of Hamitic and Semitic roots since that time, though by the time of the New Testament, some Greeks and Romans were added to that population. The name Ham or Chem means black or burnt face. So the Israelites are not Hamitic. Let me go to the this book here. This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. So we're not Kemetic. So a lot of you dumb niggas calling yourself Kemetic, you don't understand anything. We're not descendants of Ham or Chem. We're descendants of Shem. Let me read Ham. Ham. I'm in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. There we go. Okay, Ham. Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably around 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites. So the sons of Ham or Chem are the native Africans, Ethiopians, Libyans, Egyptians, and Canaanites. So we are not Hamitic. So a lot of these so-called Negroes were Shemitic, the sons of Shem. And you're walking around wearing an Egyptian Ankh or a damn worshiping obelisk. Bugged out. Let's read that again. The name Ham means black, or the name Chem or Ham means black or burnt face. So Moses was mistaken for being an Egyptian. So we have a history of being mistaken for being sons of Ham or Hamitic. Paul was mistaken for being an Egyptian. So these are dark-skinned people. Ham means black or burnt face. Doubtless, Ham's sons, Cush, Phut, Mizraim, and Canaan were all black or dark-skinned. We must point that out in biblical days. Skin color was a non-issue. People accepted others irrespective of color. Only in recent years, since the 17th century, have attempts been made to use pen and pictures to deny the presence of so-called blacks in biblical history. So everything was whitewashed. See? So the so-called white man created white and black. I've been to Africa. They don't use that. They go based on your tribe or who your father is. Not what the so-called white man says. White is not a nationality or black. If you go to Africa and say you're a black American, they're gonna laugh at your dumb ass. That's not a nationality, okay? So we are biblical Israelites and are Shemitic. Now when you go into that word Mizraim or the Egyptians or Mizraim, it means bondage. There's our forefathers again. So all the original images in the Bible were whitewashed. And we were given Jeebus cross, the golden retriever. There's some more images. So getting back to my point. So now that this truth is out there, that the leaders that are in charge today are being exposed as imposters. So it's kind of like you get kidnapped and the guy that kidnapped you, his veil gets lifted off his face. Now you can identify this culprit. You've seen his face. So now that you've seen his face, he's got to kill you, or he's got to put an electronic leash on you. Now you got to be locked down on the grid. And that's where it taps into the digital M to the O to the T to the B, or being marked digitally. Marked, tagged, and tracked. So now everybody is going to be put on house arrest. Anybody not talking about this is not a prophet or a man of the Lord at all. I'm going to go into the comment board. So this is why he's stepping up his digital program, and it's going to collapse the current monetary structure. Now everything's got to be tracked. Even our carbon output and our carbon input, how much oxygen we breathe, how much food we consume, how much we're shopping, how much gas we're consuming, where we're shopping, where we're traveling to? Who are we collaborating or conspiring with? Con means with. Conspire means breathe. Breathing together or collaborating together with. So this man is nervous. Now everybody's got to be tracked. Even food has little robots in it now, along with the air we breathe. So these little robots are in our anatomy now, our physical makeup and structure. So we're being re-engineered, redesigned, all to be linked in to the digital grid. So this is important in the last days prophecy. I'm going to visit the comment board. Anybody don't understand this? The spirit is not on you at all. I'm going to go into the comment, but I can't see my screen very well. One moment. So if we are the people, then who is ruling over us in wickedness? The Edomites, Romans. See? So now this thing is being opened up, wide open. And the boxing promoters, the prophets are saying, Jacob is getting ready to retake the throne, to take the belt and reclaim the title. So the prophets are just stirring this thing up through the Spirit of the Lord. The Edomites, the caveman, is getting ready to lose his title and get knocked out, like he knocked us out. So we're trying to redeem ourselves and knock this animal out. All right, let's go here. Brother Zadok, Shalom, Barakatah. Brother Zadok, Amram, house of David. Luke 12:2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Exactly. So now the sons of light are shining bright. Who is this? These are the real people of the Bible. I had a Karen walk by talking about what you doing. What are you doing? Worry about yourself. Karen think they own every damn thing. Airtime, videos, the sidewalk, the streets. Shut your ass up, Karen. And a lot of you Edomites, you have allowed this stuff to go on. Tell her to shut her ass up. Yeah, I had a Karen walk by talking about what you doing. Unbelievable. So everything is being revealed in these last times. The caveman has pushed feminism. That's why Karens are walking around bullying every damn body. Well, see, I'll hurt your feelings. I'm not the one. You're going to feel like your soul has been ripped out of your chest. All right, let's go here. Let's read that again. Brother Zadok, Amram, house of David. Luke 12:2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known, that shall not be made known. So the devil is being revealed. And the true prophets are being revealed. The sons of God are being revealed. The wicked culprits are being revealed. By the way, there's a guy going by the name of YOLO Life. LOYOLO Life. YOLO Life. He's got 523 subscribers. No videos. He's going on brothers' pages trying to figure out how to get a garment down to our ankles. What the true men of the Lord wear. If you see him, block him. Okay, this guy is set up. 523 subscribers, no videos. YOLO, you only live once. That's a worldly slogan. So you already know he's a nigger. So you're knowing the trees by the fruits they're bringing up. No works, that's a dead, dried up tree. That's a nigger. So now we can see everything clearly. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone away. So everything is being made clear. Let's keep going. Let's get some more about revealing or unveiling, which means to peel back the layers, to uncover, awaken to truth. Isaiah 52, verse 6. Therefore, my people shall know my name. Therefore, they shall know in that day that I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I. Say what? My people shall know my name. Therefore, they shall know that I am he that doth speak. My people shall know my name. So Yahweh Shai is the Son of the Most High, and the sons of God have been commissioned by Yahweh Shai. So we are the Word made flesh through the Spirit of our Lord, Yahweh Shai, that's commissioned by Him. So the Most High's breath, His face, His image is in the Word made flesh. Let's go back to that. Brother, awaken to truth. Isaiah 52, verse 6. Therefore, my people shall know. Therefore, my people shall know my name. Therefore, they shall know in that day that I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I. So the Lord is speaking through his ambassadors, ministers. Brother GMS, True Gospel, North Carolina. Luke 12 and 3. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. So this gospel is going out across the World Wide Web, the outer firmament, the housetops. What do you see sometimes on people's roof? A unicorn, a so-called satellite dish, or a unicorn. So the word cannot be stopped. Every time a channel goes down or a video gets deleted, 10 more go up in the same day. Really 1,000 more. Every video deleted, 1,000 more goes up, being linked in to the beast, to the grid. Let me get this picture. One moment. Right here. See? Now, over time, under John Hyrcanus II, they began to sprinkle in Edomites as Sadducees, and then eventually as Pharisees. Under John Hyrcanus II and under the Herodian dynasty that emerged eventually. King Herod and the Herodian dynasty, they begin to call themselves us. These are our forefathers. We go back to the comment board. I'm going to go to Isaiah 25. Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations. So the veil is being unveiled on who the children of Israel are, and then the culprit, the criminal, which goes back to red or crimson, the mask is being pulled off of the kidnapper, the perpetrator. So now he's like, I gotta kill you. You can see me broad as day, a caveman. So now I got to put you on house arrest, digitally track and tag and label you. Now you know what I look like. You can identify me in a lineup. Yeah, that's that nigga, the caveman that kidnapped us. Stolen from Africa, brought to America. See, Buffalo Soldier, dreadlock Rasta. So we are those people who were stolen from West Africa and brought to America. The children of Israel were, not the caveman. Okay, he came out of the caves, out of the holes of the rocks, living in mold, breathing in mold, eating out of, look up that book, Arthur Kessler, The 13th Tribe, by Arthur Kessler. These Edomites were eating out of a skull where they would have soup, warming up soup. You can't make this shit up, man. Eating their soup out of a human skull, hot soup that they would put over the fire. Sleeping with their sisters, okay, relatives, incest, inbred cave animals. You can't make this stuff up. So Arthur Kessler, next thing I know, he got taken out. And he was exposing those little baby hat wearing big nose people. He was exposing them. The little baby hat wearing big nose people. He was exposing them as imposters. Look up The 13th Tribe by Arthur Kessler. I promise you I'm not making this up. And they were wearing their underwear till their underwear became a part of their skin. You could not tell the difference between underwear, clothes, and skin. It would eventually flake off the skin. Look up 13th Tribe, Arthur Kessler. So who are these people that's terrorizing the earth, ruling in wickedness? Job chapter 30 says, here it is right here. Let's read that. That's the spirit. They are viler than the earth. Brother GMS, True Gospel, North Carolina. Job 30:7. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, base men. Job 30:8. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. And this is what's being unveiled. I think I showed all the pictures that I have. Yeah, let me show you this one too. Remember, under John Hyrcanus II, he began to compromise with these Edomites. And over time, they begin to trickle in, starting with the Sadducees and followed by the Pharisees' offices, these Edomites, the serpent. And they were on the scene throughout the Herodian dynasty and when Yahushua walked the earth. But the true priests and nobles are obviously the Israelites. So these images were shared by Brother Zahar Yahawada. And there's the Messiah again. There's the Messiah. So once again, going back to my key point, When you're exposed as a criminal, when your mask is removed off your face before the people that you kidnapped, stole, raped, robbed, and murdered. Now you got to enslave the citizens by force. Digital tracking system, RFID or radio frequency technology. Now everything has to be made physical, intrusive devices, not just an ankle bracelet. That's old technology. Now it's got to be under your skin, intrusive. Being sodomized by a damn electronic device. Unbelievable. This man is straight savage. Brother Andre serving in Habashai. Revelations 12, verse 12. See? Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So imagine being kidnapped and then reaching up and pulling the mask off your kidnapper. That's this devil. Devil means what? Comes from the Greek, diablos, slanderer, deceiver, false accuser. So now you can see the same nigga that took you into captivity, that put himself up as the chosen people and took over the Holy Land. You know who stole you now. So you just waiting like, I'm gonna get him. You just waiting for an opportunity. You mean to tell me you took me from my home? You took my children? You stole me from my ancestors, my generations that was passed down. You stripped me naked and cut me off from my heritage. So you're thinking payback, the big payback. You like, ain't no hell no, after you done pulled off the veil. So now you're thinking on how to strike back. You see, that's the only thing you're contemplating now. Meditating terror on our oppressors, on our kidnappers, on the criminals, crimson, red, the children of the red people. Matter of fact, thinking about that word Rothschild goes back to Rothschild, red shield, red child. So now we can see clear as day who the imposters are, or the crimson red family are. Criminals, red. Brother Zadok, Amram, house of David. 2 Corinthians 13, verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So you take down one video, 1,000 videos go up the same day. And that's what we're seeing. They've stood up a government task force of social media. Google this. A governance social media task force. I thought we had free speech. So they're circumventing or attempting to circumvent freedom of speech by outsourcing these contractors to come in and attack free speech. So they're using government or civilian agencies to outsource these agencies to take down videos as a loophole to circumvent freedom of speech. So lawsuits are being generated right now. You see? So even if you're using a middleman to outsource attacking free speech, you're still a culprit. So now lawsuits are being generated. But if what we're teaching is false, why not ignore it? If what we're teaching is made up or make believe. That's a question that I have. If somebody is lying on me, I'm just going to ignore them. They're not going to get any traction because their story lacks validity. You see, so if there's no validity and they're not gaining any traction, why am I going to spend billions of dollars to attack whoever is slandering my name? It's a waste of money. So there must be some substance or validity to what we're saying. If a multi-billion-dollar governance social task force, social media, a multi-million-dollar governance social media task force has been constructed to circumvent a statute of freedom of speech. That's utterly ridiculous. Let's read that again. 2 Corinthians 13:8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So the moment you start attacking what we're teaching, you're helping to validate it, dumbass. You see? But if you were wise, you would just try to write it off or ignore it. What are the 4 Ds? The 4 Ds. Dismiss, deny, then demonize, then destroy. So at first they were just dismissing what we're teaching. Then they denied it. Then they begin to demonize it. And the next phase is destruction. Let's take down videos. Now let's make it illegal to say certain things. Let's call it hate speech. Let's call it slander. But images don't lie. The earth is speaking. Ancient paintings don't lie. Who are the ancient people? Who are the people from the days of old? Ancient artifacts don't lie. Ancient paintings don't lie. Who were these people during the Dark Ages that ruled Europe for 1,000 years? Why is Russia unearthing or bringing out paintings from the Dark Ages of the true nobles, the true prophets? Why would they be found in Russia, where it's cold as hell, where predominantly Caucasian people live? She's even laughing. So why would they show dark images of the true prophets in Caucasian Russia? Come on now. You got to be stupid not to know what we're teaching is true. Why not ignore what we're teaching if we're making all this up? Why stand up a multi-billion-dollar social media governance task force saying we're teaching hate? Just ignore it if we're making all this up. Okay? Only retards are going to buy into the mainstream. I'm just telling you, don't get mad with me. But enough is enough. So these images of the real kings were found in Russia. Come on now. That's like 99.9% white. So you got to be an absolute retard to think they're going to just pull up these dark images for no reason. Okay? Let's read this one. Hopeful elect, Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So this is a witness to all nations that are acknowledging what we're teaching. They can see what we can see. They can see the ancient artifacts. They can see the earth speaking out on our behalf. They can see the prophets prophesying the end, teaching the true gospel. People can see the reality now, not Disney World, not Hollywood, that have painted whitewashed images in Hollywood. So there's a difference between what Hollywood on TV shows and what the ancient artifacts show. There's a big discrepancy in what we're seeing in the movies or on Disney World films versus what the ancient facts are speaking out and are self-evident that what we're teaching is the pure truth. So there's a reason that the mainstream media is backed by several $billion to control the narrative, to control the thoughts and minds of the mainstream. Let's read that again. Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So if you get kidnapped by somebody that stole you and they bring you over to a foreign land, you are a witness against them, self-evident of your presence being removed from your ancient lands. So your very presence is a witness against them. Your testimony is a witness. So you become a threat in your own physical existence by being here, stolen from your original ancient Holy Land. So it's the gospel and the people that are a testimony against him. I'm going to go ahead and close out there. The voice is dry. Let's read that one. We'll read this and close out. Brother Zadok, Micah 4:10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. So this is what happened to the holy people, the Israelites, taken out of our original place and brought into bondage. Spiritual Sodom in Egypt, America, Babylon. So now we're close to being delivered. Be in pain to be delivered. See? So that's the birth of the nation of Jacob. It's only talking about who was stolen, who was cut off, who was hidden, the hidden ones in the womb of the daughter of Babylon. She became a surrogate mother, the mother and mischief of witchcraft. You see? So the daughter of Babylon became our surrogate mother, the mother and mistress of witchcraft. We were hidden in the womb or the belly of the beast, the daughter of Babylon. So now we're being revealed. The hidden ones, be in pain to be delivered. Come out of her, my people. We're going to be caught up into the chariots of the Lord. Brother Andre serving Yahushua, Nahum 3:4. Nahum 3:4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft, our surrogate mother that took us into her belly, into her system. We're in the system of this witch, the daughter of Babylon, Lady Liberty, holding up a torch in pride, looking like a transformer, wearing a damn starfish on her head. Bugged out. Okay? A transformer wearing a damn starfish on her head. Lady Liberty, the mistress of witchcraft. Brother Aramia, Nahum 3:19. There is no healing of thy bruise, thy wound is grievous. All that hear the root of thee shall clap the hands over thee, for upon whom have not thy wickedness passed continually. So this place has ruled over the kings of the earth that were drawn unto her, that saw her as the lady of the night, the mistress of kingdoms. the Lady of Kingdoms. All flock unto her, because she presented herself as a comely and delicate woman, wholesome, righteous, clean. It's like a bride coming to a wedding wearing a white dress. Supposed to be what? Pure, a virgin. But she's not pure. She just gives off the allure through cosmetics, makeup, weave, fake eyelashes, palm trees over the eyes, lipstick, eyeliner. So she gives the appearance of being clean, wholesome, pure, righteous, wearing a white dress, walking down the aisle with you. What leads to death, deception, false hopes, false dreams, Lady Liberty. Let's close out here. We're going to close out in the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. All the nations rejoiced at the fall of Israel, and all benefited from the downfall of the Lord's temple, stole the gold and silver out of the temples, the crown jewels, and stole the Lord's people, and sold and traded and bargained his people, used them as commodities. So they're going to become miserable at the day of judgment. A nuclear holocaust, which is going to start in America, the Lady of Kingdoms. Baruch 4 and 31. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. So nuclear destruction is prophesied to hit the cities of Lady Liberty and various other parts of the world, like Israel, Jerusalem, and the allies of America and Israel are prophesied to be hit. Miserable are their cities. Baruch 4 and 33. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. Desert creatures, unclean animals, Brother Andre serving Yahushua. Revelations 18, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. That's the same thing we read in Baruch 4. That's nuclear destruction. But only an elect is going to be delivered of Israel. That's the chariots of the Lord, the so-called UFOs. For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord. No man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Revelations 18 and 19. And they cast dust on their heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. Nuclear destruction is prophesied to hit the land stolen by the so-called Native Americans, massacred and slaughtered the inhabitants of the Lord's chosen children, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Negroes, the so-called Native Latinos, or indigenous people of the land. So fire is prophesied to cleanse the land that is drenched in blood, theft, robbery, deceit. So now they're mandating a digital currency, a digital linked-in system of tracking, monitoring, surveillance. So now the people are being connected to the digital grid as a system of total control. Now that the people are waking up to who the Bible is calling the wicked. Whenever somebody tell you they know the Bible, the first thing you ask them is, who is the wicked according to the scriptures? The Bible identifies a wicked bloodline, a wicked seed. So whenever they tell you that they know the Bible, ask them who is the wicked, and then ask them what is the mark of the beast. All right, I've talked enough. Hopefully this has been an edifying lesson. My voice is dried out. Hopefully this has been edifying. A reality check. All praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, Hashem Kwakadash. Double honor and respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Much respect and honor to the brothers doing the work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and freedom to do so, pushing this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. Salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. We got next, Lord willing. So this is the boxing or the fight promotion going on. The controversy, the drama, the tension that's being stirred up between Jacob and Esau. So everybody's getting anxiety, anticipating the great or grand finale, the great event of Jacob taking the kingdom and taking back the belt, the gold, the trophy, and becoming heirs of rulership that the Bible prophesies. And in the last days, at the end of Armageddon, that the sons of Jacob are going to be exalted, are going to be lifted up, are going to be re-established as the rulers of the earth, the new global elites, the new Illuminati, the new light bearers, which is really the original or authentic light bearers or Illuminati, the sons of light. The authentic sons of light are the sons of Jacob anyway. Palm Yasharallah and Abad Baba. We got next, Lord willing. Barakathon. See you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom.